All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to talk about a really powerful idea: how to become the guard of your own mind. Now, this isn't just another think positive talk. Nope. This is about taking real authority over your mental space and learning how to literally evict the thoughts that have no business being there.
So let me just start by asking you a question, something to kind of frame this whole discussion. What if all those negative thoughts you wrestle with every single day, what if they aren't even yours? Seriously, what if they're actually illegal squatters, just taking up space in your head without any permission?
That brings us to these unwanted tenants. We all have them, right? And we're going to dig into why some of these thoughts can feel so permanent. Like they've been there forever and they're never going to leave. I'm talking about things like fear, shame, self-doubt, and that deep feeling of hopelessness. These aren't just little passing moods. They can feel like these recurring patterns that move into our minds, unpack their bags, and get way too comfortable. It's almost like they trick us into thinking they're supposed to be there. Okay, so if we're going to deal with these guys, we have to make a really crucial mindset shift. And honestly, this is the whole key, right here. Those thoughts, they are not you. They do not define who you are.
And this really lays it out perfectly. On one side, you've got the common belief, my negative thoughts are just part of me. We just accept it. But on the other side is a much more powerful truth. They are illegal intruders in your subconscious. Wow. Just reframing it that way, from a part of you to an intruder, that changes everything.
And there's actually a name for these intruders: mental strongholds. It's such a great term, isn't it? A stronghold isn't just one bad thought that pops up. No, it's a recurring, toxic pattern that has set up shop illegally deep down in your mind. So now that we've identified these intruders, it's time to do something about it. It's time for what we're calling cleansing the temple. It's all about taking back your mental space with authority. And the main metaphor here is just so powerful. The idea is that the biblical concept of the heart is really what we call the subconscious mind today. So think about your mind, your inner world, not just as a random space, but as a sacred place, your inner temple. And the parallel here is to the story of Jesus physically driving the money changers out of the temple. The point isn't to just sit back and hope the bad thoughts leave. No, the point is that you have been given the same authority to actively and decisively cleanse your own inner temple. And this right here, this might be the most important point of all. You cannot negotiate with these strongholds. Think about it. You don't try to reason with a squatter or bargain with a thief. It's a losing game. The only thing that works, the only effective action, is eviction. Period. So you're probably thinking, okay, this sounds good, but how do I actually do it? Great question. Let's get super practical with the active eviction notice. It's a simple 3-step process for taking your mind back. All right, it's this simple. Step 1, you have to identify it. Call it out. Name that thought, whether it's fear or self-doubt or whatever. Step 2, and this is crucial, you reframe it. You remind yourself, wait a minute, this isn't me. This is an illegal intruder. That disconnects it from your identity. And then finally, step 3, you evict it with spoken authority. So what does that mean, spoken authority? Well, it means you literally use your voice. You speak out loud. This isn't just some weird symbolic thing. There is real power in using spoken declarations to command your subconscious and physically drive these strongholds out. It's you exercising your God-given authority. And if you're wondering where to even start, here it is. This is the foundation. Just this one declaration, spoken out loud. My mind is God's temple. It's like putting up a new boundary, a no trespassing sign. Declaring your mental space is sacred and completely off limits to intruders. So all of this leads us to our final section, and it's all about empowerment. It's about becoming the 1%, which really just comes down to choosing to live a transformed life. And I really want you to hear this. This is so important. If you've been struggling with this stuff for a long time, the message here is that you are not broken. You're not a failure. The issue isn't some deep defect in you. It's simply that your mind is unrenewed. And renewal, that's possible for absolutely everyone. You see, this kind of transformation is an active choice you have to make. And you know what? By just showing up here, by listening to these ideas, you've already made a huge choice. You've chosen to step onto the training ground for your mind. And that choice, believe it or not, puts you in a very small group of people. The idea is that only about 1% of people actively take responsibility for renewing their minds.
So this is your invitation to be a part of that 1%, to stop being a bystander in your own head and start being an active guard at the gate. I just love this quote. It sums everything up so perfectly. Left to itself, yeah, the mind can feel like a constant, exhausting battlefield. But when you guard it, when you cultivate it, it can become a garden, a place where good things grow, a place of peace.
So we're going to end with a call to action right now. This isn't just interesting information, it's a game plan. So think about it for a second. What's the one unwanted tenant, the one illegal squatter, the one mental stronghold that you are going to serve an eviction notice to, starting today?